Thank you so much, Ian, for joining me today on Poppy and Vines Meet the Maker. I'm going to officially turn it over to you to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more about your company.
Thank you so much, Lindsay, and thanks for having me. My name is Ian Monat. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Rhythm Beverage Group. We make Rhythm CBD Seltzers. Rhythm is an infused beverage brand, and we launched just a couple months ago in August of 2020, and we have two products. I have them right here. This one is Rhythm Awake. It's a CBD infused energy drink with CBD and caffeine. We have Rhythm Dream, a CBD infused sleep aid with CBD and melatonin. And coming next month is Rhythm Recover,
Okay.
lemon ginger turmeric flavor for to reduce inflammation between workouts.
Oh, nice.
And so that is that's the gist of the company. We sell the drinks online at drinkrhythm.com, and we're based here in the San Francisco Bay Area, as well as in Scottsdale, Arizona, where some of my co-founders are.
Oh,
And
nice.
we're just starting on physical store distribution in those two markets. So we're in about 24 stores at the moment. The stores are typically CBD shops, independent liquor stores, and we just started to get into a couple like grab and go gourmet markets and some on-premise restaurants that are kind of focused on health and wellness.
Wow, really? That's great. I don't think I realized that Arizona had passed cannabis reform.
So Arizona is one of the biggest medical cannabis markets in the U.S. But these drinks, interestingly, these drinks, because they're hemp-based as opposed to marijuana-based,
Mm-hmm.
they are these drinks cannot be sold in dispensaries in California.
Oh,
Because the dispensaries in California can only sell marijuana-based products that have been tracked and traced from the seed to sale, so they say.
okay.
But that's different for every state, and so we could sell these drinks in dispensaries in Arizona, for example.
So, I mean, I know like fundamentally that, there is a difference between hemp and marijuana,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I don't understand how they are different when it comes to CBD.
Sure. So I would start from the top is the cannabis plant, and then it's got two, I guess it's species.
Mm-hmm.
There's marijuana, which is high in THC and low in CBD, and
Mm-hmm.
then you've got hemp, which is typically used in like industrial applications. Like
Right.
the first American flag was sewn with hemp, like typically like ropes for shipbuilding was using
Yeah.
hemp.
I know it has like a clothing kind of background, so to speak. It is used in various forms in that.
Yeah,
Like,
if
I
you
think I
want,
had a hemp bag when I was in high school or something like
yeah,
that.
if you want rough, scratchy clothing, then,
Yeah.
then buy a hemp T-shirt. But so hemp is typically rich in CBD, and as of 2018, there was it's called the 2018 Farm Bill. It's a bill that passed and went into law in October 2018. And what that did was it just treated hemp like any other agricultural product. And so that allowed hemp that is less than 0.03% THC to be, treated just like a tomato or a carrot when it comes
Got it.
to farming. And so that's what's in that's what's in Rhythm. And so the Rhythm drinks, just to be clear, there's no THC in them, and they don't get you high. And
Right. It's more for the properties of CBD and like those like healing qualities that it possesses.
Exactly. Yeah, we consider the drinks to be like a health and wellness drink. There's a lot of amazing health benefits to CBD. People use it for anti-anxiety. People use it to treat their migraines, the anti-inflammation properties. I got into using CBD as a musician. I worked in the beverage industry by day and played music at night, and started using CBD when I would play live music, and that's when I got to realize like, oh, this really helps me concentrate and focus. Helps my hands when I play long 3-hour shows, and
3 hour shows. Wow.
and so taking that sort of those insights and applying them to my day job in the beverage industry. That's kind of the long and short of how Rhythm was born.
Right. So I was reading a little bit about your background, and so you started off in the wine industry 2014, is that what it was?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. And so, but prior to that, was it like a big shift to kind of move into that industry from what you were doing previously?
It was a pretty big pivot. I was working in CPG industry, so in that sense, it was kind of the same. But I was working for a pet specialty retailer doing analytics and customer insights, and
Wow.
to go from there to pivot to working on like websites and wine clubs in the wine industry. That was a big jump. But the wine industry is much more exciting than analyzing dog food sales. So something
Probably a little bit, yeah.
jump that I was happy to make.
Nice. And so you kind of hopped around the valley in Napa and Sonoma County, and then what drew you to now pivot once again and kind of move into the CBD, canned beverage world from wine?
Sure. It was January 2018 when here in California, recreational cannabis became legal, and it's that's all the wine industry was talking about
Yeah.
for a long time, and to a degree still is. I just got an email from the Wine and Weed Symposium, which is a Sonoma-based event talking about they're going to have a panel. It's titled "Is Cannabis Good for Napa Valley?" So obviously it's still on people's minds.
Sonoma County, I feel like, hopped on that train pretty quickly in blending wineries and weed, so to speak. I mean, I don't know this for sure, but there was always a lot of conversation that some of the larger name wineries had their own plants like deep behind the vineyards, kind of, so to speak, to kind of start to play in that demographic.
Yeah, it was Coppola, the Coppola Winery, which is
they do, I believe.
Geyserville. They have their own cannabis brand. I don't know how they have it separated from a business perspective, but they have. I've seen their product. I haven't tried it, but they have like these nice luxury packages.
Nice.
Of various cannabis products that they've curated. And I think they're in Sonoma County. You can they've issued at least one permit that I know of to grow cannabis. So I don't think it's happened on the Napa side yet.
I don't believe so. No.
Yeah. So how did I transition from wine to cannabis? It was January 2018, and cannabis was legal for recreation in California now, and I wanted to participate in some way, and so I built in my sort of spare time as it's kind of a side hustle. I built a website that was a job board for the cannabis industry. It was called CaliWeedJobs.com, and it was basically, it is what the name is. It was it was California Cannabis Jobs. It was just a job board, but it kind of took off maybe because it was so simple, and it was kind of based on winejobs.com, which is a site that I had used in the wine industry, for many years.
Yeah,
And
it's a good site. It's like super straightforward. It's easy to navigate. So
that was exactly what I was going for with Cali Weed Jobs. And so then last year in 2019, after the site traffic on Cali Weed Jobs, was growing significantly, and there was a cannabis focused digital marketing agency based in the East Bay here, who actually acquired Cali Weed Jobs from me, and ended up working for them for a short time. But then when COVID hit, they had a big layoff.
sure.
And so that's when I said, what do I want to do next? And the answer was get back into the beverage game. But I had been in this cannabis world, been to all of the big trade shows, and got to see in person how kind of the rise of the cannabis beverages, what I call the 2.0 cannabis beverages. My own little thought process around the cannabis beverages is 1.0 is people dropping tinctures into their own water, doing
Like a
it
make your own.
themselves at home. Yeah, even some bars will drop tinctures into the cocktails they make. And so but now this 2.0 is I think it's a real step above doing that, because the what's changed is the infusion technology. So now we can infuse the CBD, and so it's evenly dispersed throughout the whole beverage, and it's not just like a glob
Sitting on the top.
Yeah, it's not so like you take it all in the first sip, and
Right.
or stuck on the bottom, and so you don't get any CBD till the bottom. But now we use a company in Oakland who's fantastic. They have a terrific scientist working there, and they have the technology to keep basically what they do is break up the CBD oil into tiny particles so that it mixes with the water.
Nice.
Because fundamentally it doesn't, and stays suspended in the drink for longer than a year. And
Oh,
so
wow. That's what amazing technology.
yeah, it's called nano emulsification. So
Nice.
fun word, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's what's fueling like this next generation of ready to drink beverages that are have like cool flavors and like rhythm, have some added functionality as well.
So just to be clear, you created and launched a beverage brand in COVID-19.
Yeah.
Good for you. I mean, well done. It's a challenging year, and that's congratulations on that.
It was certainly challenging from a supply chain perspective. Our original co-packer ended up having cases of COVID-19 in his warehouse, and
Yeah.
shut down for a time, and so
I'm sure cans. I know cans were a sourcing issue at a point in time as well. So I can imagine there's been some challenges.
A lot of business has shifted from like the kegs that would be
Right.
sold to a bar, and all that liquid is getting moved from kegs to cans, and so there's a huge run on cans, and there's just a lot of new can brands coming out too.
Right.
With like Bud Light Seltzer just came out, and
Yes.
there's a lot of seltzers coming out that use the same size can that we do, and so it's everybody wants a 12-ounce sleek can.
And so seltzer, I mean, I'm assuming, being at a lot of the trade shows over the years and kind of just seeing the general evolution of consumer products, even being in CPGs in general, did you feel like seltzers were something that was missing in the market? It was like an easy way to consume CBD, kind of on the go, so to speak, or, how did you land on seltzer as the option?
my first iteration of the Rhythm product was actually a wine. You know, I wanted to take it back to wine, but then started talking with people and researching what I'd have to do to make that happen, and so.
Is it basically making like a non-alcoholic wine?
Yeah, you have to make a non-alcoholic wine, and so what you have to do is start with you know, with a wine base, and then you have to de-alcoholize it,
Mm,
and then you know, bottle it up kind of the same after that. But but the de-alcoholization process, you know, fundamentally changes the liquid, and
sure.
so it makes it thinner. It doesn't have the weight, the viscosity that the wine with the alcohol has. And so you have to accommodate for that, and you really need to formulate around that. And so that challenge, I didn't necessarily want to undertake right away, and so we felt that.
Understandably.
Yeah, and so we felt that you know, the seltzer water was kind of an easier format to tackle. Plus, if you look at CBD beverage sales, um, like the lion's share of them are waters, whether it's flat water or seltzer water. So
Hmm.
we wanted to be in the largest you know, segment of the market.
I mean, as a seltzer water consumer in a general sense, yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. I know it's a very popular um, beverage category in general, whether it is not like non-alcoholic or, you know.
Yeah, whether it's just, you know, LaCroix or Waterloo, or you know, and that's also a good point, because like the having a a CBD seltzer water really opens up the occasions, the drinking occasions, and the like the times of day.
Hmm.
So you're not gonna have like a CBD wine at 9 a.m. At you know,
Probably not, no.
at your job. But you can have
It's my coffee, don't mind me.
yeah, but you can't have a CBD coffee, and it makes total sense. You can't have a CBD caffeinated water at 9 a.m. at your office, you know, and it's all good. So it makes
Also,
sense.
I think that's a great kind of segue. So you have some pretty, the two that you have currently available for the market is a caffeinated seltzer water, which I don't think I've seen one before. And then also one with melatonin, which I know a lot of people use CBD as a sleep aid. Um, and that one is really interesting to me. I mean, they both sound great, and the flavors on them sound delicious. But I'm curious, like, I'm obviously that was intentional, but how again did you kind of land on that?
Well, we wanted to make the products differentiated than than some of the other sparkling waters with, you know, that had CBD added to them, and so we looked at what people were using CBD for, and
Mm-hmm.
we looked at a lot of like existing market research, and we found that people were using CBD for clarity and focus and concentration, and so we thought that it would be a good pairing with a light dose of caffeine. In Rhythm Awake, we use 50 milligrams of organic natural caffeine from green tea extract.
Mm,
So it's not like a Bang energy drink or something like that with,
sure.
you know, 300 milligrams of caffeine and a bunch of other stimulants also. It's just we call it Rhythm Awake clean, calm energy, and I love it like during lunch or kind of during
The 2 p.m. crash.
that's exactly that mid afternoon slump.
Yeah.
And then sleep was the other. It was one of the other big you know, needs and use cases for CBD, and we saw a lot of CBD and melatonin edible products out there, and tincture based products, and
Mm-hmm.
so and we also saw some sleepy time drinks that were on the market that didn't have CBD, but were very successful. Like Psalm Sleep is a big
Yep.
brand, and there's one called Neuro also. And so that was the direction that we took Rhythm Dream. And I've talked to people who've tried Rhythm Dream, and these are bad sleepers. These are people who were kind of skeptical that a drink with like 5 milligrams of melatonin could work.
Could do anything.
Yeah, but really the combination of the CBD and the melatonin and the flavors and the aromas that we've infused into the drink, just the combination is really working for people. And I love hearing the stories. I love it when people tell me like, "Oh my God, I had the best night of sleep." And
I'm excited that that's going to be my story.
yeah, and I think of it as I don't know, if you have like a long day or a long night of drinking, like like have a Rhythm Dream at the end of the night and hydrate yourself, and because I find that alcohol like makes it hard for me to sleep. Like if I have
Yeah, normally I wake up at like 4. It feels like.
it's just like if I have like a night out, it's typically like a shitty night's sleep, and so using like Rhythm Dream as like a nightcap is a great way to ensure that you get a good night's sleep that night.
Nice. And so I know you guys are getting ready to introduce a new product onto the market that you said has turmeric and ginger, so it kind of focuses on that inflammation concept. What other, I'm sure you have lots of other fun ideas in the pipeline. What are some that you can share with us?
Yeah, sure. So we're excited for Rhythm Recover. It'll be the first product that is kind of focused for athletic performance. We've got others that are in that vein that will be kind of positioned towards athletic performance, and then we've got others that are in the pipeline that will be focused on some of the other use cases for CBD, which is like to reduce anxiety. So, kind of like a relaxation
Right.
beverage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. Actually, tell us one more time, where can folks find Rhythm Seltzer?
Sure. So you can order 4-packs and 12-packs of Rhythm at drinkrhythm.com. And you can find us on Instagram, Facebook at Drink Rhythm. So it's at Drink Rhythm. And we do ship to, I think it's like 46 states. So
Awesome.
yeah. So most likely wherever you are right now, you can order some Rhythm online, and we'll ship it to you in a couple days.
Oh, that's great. Well, I'm excited to try these and share with Poppy and Vine followers and spread the word. And hopefully we'll have you back on as more beverages hit the market.
That'd be great. Love to come.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Ian. It was great to chat with you and learn a little bit more. And yeah, have a great day.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.